and you are almost like the mother of all of them, the mother of superheroes.
I breastfeed them
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
No, not yet.
Henry Cavill doesn't need to actively flirt with anyone. Sometimes, simply sitting there is enough to shift the entire conversation. A glance lingers a little too long. A question suddenly loses its rhythm, and the person across from him starts revealing more than they ever meant to say.
I realized as I was writing, I continued to have Henry's voice in my head. And that's kind of an undeniable sign that it was meant for him.
I often have his voice in my head.
Different
Images and his voice. Sorry, I do. Go on. Sorry, Lauren.
Not that way.
During the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice press tour, this reporter still tried to keep everything completely professional, but one suggestive remark made her real thoughts almost impossible to hide.
And what was your favorite scene with him out of the entire process?
Ben's a very large man.
Yes,
That
indeed
surprised
he
me the
is,
most.
isn't he?
I was
You're
surprised.
a very large man.
Thank you very much.
In a good way,
Yes.
good way.
Thank you very much as well.
Coming out all wrong.
I was going to say, sort of steady on.
She wasn't the only one. In another interview, Henry hadn't even had the chance to begin, yet the professional composure on the other side had already started to crack. She later reposted the moment on her personal TikTok with the caption, "Throwback Thursday, the number Henry Cavill effect."
And sometimes there is such a thing as being too ridiculously good looking, as they would say in
Well, I haven't had that problem.
I don't know, you're pretty beautiful too, Amy, but do you worry at all, Henry, about it getting in the way of your acting and for people, in terms of people taking you seriously for your craft instead of your packaging?
Reactions weren't limited to interview rooms. Once the cameras started rolling, Amy Adams faced a challenge that no script could have truly prepared her for.
It's so challenging having to work with Henry
It's
every
awful.
day.
It's just so awful. It's just too bad about his face, right? Yeah. He's such a nice guy, and then, I kind of feel bad because in all of the press, it's like obvious, so people are constantly asking the question, and then I'm like, Henry's going to take out a restraining order on me if I keep talking about how cute he is and like giggling in his presence. But I challenge anyone to stare in his eyes for 5 seconds and not giggle. So, yeah,
Okay.
It is not easy. And
I'm definitely not
really
up to that challenge.
No, but he really is the nicest guy and so humble and has so many other wonderful qualities that you kind of forget, and then you see other people react to him and you're like, oh yeah, he's really good looking.
And he came over and he shook my hand and said, if you ever need anything, I'm here. And his eyes were really creepy. It was a bizarre way
with the
to...
contacts.
It was a bizarre... Yeah, with the context.
He's got really weird eyes.
Yeah, he was in the outfit, yeah.
Yeah, and it was kind of a bizarre way to meet someone dressed like that.
So when you first saw him, you would have seen him on the cast list as Henry Cavill or Vivian, and this kind of guy walks in.
Yeah, no, I remember
terrifying.
walking in and he was doing his, and I was trying to avoid him because I was kind of, obviously like anxious to meet the lead guy, but he was so nice.
Vanessa Kirby entered the conversation looking perfectly composed, but while Henry was answering, one small detail in her expression began drawing more attention than his actual words.
What would you say is the most surprising thing about Tom from what you've witnessed and experienced of him on set working on the film?
That he's still alive.
It was great.
I would absolutely agree. Yeah, absolutely agree.
Okay.
I'm not easily impressed.
No.
I know some people who have done genuinely, seriously impressive stuff. And watching Tom do these stunts, especially in the mountains in that helicopter, I just thought, okay, I'm officially impressed. This is ridiculous what he's doing. And he learns.
On Conan, Gal Gadot was only trying to explain her relationship with Henry Cavill, but one slightly unfortunate word choice made the entire cast pick up on a very different meaning at the same time.
Really great friends on this, right?
Oh my God,
I
we
think it's really
slept.
come out.
Sorry, it's my English. No, we had a slumber party.
And we
already have a clip. Damn it!
It's genius.
Anything you want to elaborate on the slumber party at all?
Can I just?
Oh, yes, please, Jesse, jump in.
Of course, I'm coming to do these interviews, and I have to tell you, a lot of people in my office are like, Henry is so beautiful, I just want to stare at him. Was there any element of that on set?
No, most of the, I only...
Oh yeah, every
so
time we saw
funny.
Henry, we were like, you are gorgeous.
Yeah, I know. No, every time I saw Henry, he was in a white wig, and it actually remember from Mia, like when he was a Geralt, and I was shocked at what he looked like because I'd only ever seen him as Geralt.
Millie Bobby Brown has always seen Henry as an older brother, but that didn't stop her from openly admitting why the entire world gives him so much attention.
All the time. Henry will go into this very long spiel about how he loves something, and that something is something I know nothing about, and so then I begin to sleep and snore, which I'm sure offends him and insults him, but I also will say things that I talk about reality TV shows and things like that, and he starts falling asleep. So we have no common ground, which makes us so much like brothers. It is honestly like getting a brick wall to move. It's not gonna happen unless I get a sledgehammer and just hit it in. It's not gonna happen. Well, also the fact that he's just very big in general, I can't get him to move. I didn't know you had steps.
One should always have steps to avoid people stepping on you.
It would be like, like his hand would be like there and my head would be like pressing up against it. Like he's too big and muscular. Oh, really good.
You had a lot of sex scenes.
Yes.
But you didn't. And no one's complaining.
No, that's terrible. Those girls' heads are cut out of the photograph. Oh, come on, England. Catch up to the rest of the world. It's page 3 material.
But it's true you didn't like you didn't like it.
Well, it's. I mean, when you think of having sex with someone, you're normally alone.
Where I normally am.
Even Amy Adams, who already has a happy family of her own, had no problem enjoying the moment when Henry Cavill and the other men surrounded her.
Married lady, though, here you are, in a whole heap of hotness.
Yeah.
I
have a very understanding husband, which is nice. He lets me be the meat in this sandwich here, so.
Yeah. Because now, Henry Cavill, are you the hottest man in the world right now?
Doesn't sound it.
Calm down. They're already like, dang, hopping out of their chairs. Please welcome Henry Cavill.
When even famous actresses struggle to stay composed around that kind of charm, it's hardly surprising that one woman spent years on TikTok talking about Henry Cavill with an almost unmatched level of enthusiasm. The admiration for Henry also stretches across generations, even though each person sees something completely different in him.
Her to the set.
I brought her. Yes, I did.
And apparently, like every other woman on the planet, had a bit of a thing for Henry.
Yeah, still, it's kind of remarkable around her how she loves Henry. She touched Henry's bum.
Yes.
He turned around and she just reached her little hands out.
Totally cut the feel.
She was like 1.5 at that point. And Henry, of course, looks at me and says, like mother, like daughter.
Yeah. He's harsh on that set.
I know. I have a way of touching. I always had my hands on his chest. Even like we weren't doing a scene, I'd be like, ha 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 ha.
Who do you think's better, Superman or Batman?
Superman.
Superman? You think Batman's better? Well, high five for you.
Batman.
You think Batman's better? Oh.
Batman and Superman.
Batman and Superman. Nice even answer. Gonna make it interesting. How about you?
Well, I kind of like the villain.
Wow.
Even Simon Pegg quickly forgot the usual distance between co-stars. Sitting beside Henry, he suddenly made a gesture that changed the entire tone of the moment.
If you're a knob, you are stupid, but less. It's an affectionate kind of term. But it's nice if you're a bit of a knob. Like I'd say to you, "Oh, stop being a knob, Henry," and I wouldn't expect you to get offended. But if I called you a dick, then I'd be like, I'd be wrong because you're not a dick. You're a lovely man. Well,
There we go. Come on. Yeah.
Chatting backstage, and my first trip to LA, I was at the Hollywood Spotlight Awards or something. I was with my lovely mum, and I was very excited. I went to the toilet. I was 11, so I was probably about the same height. And I remember sort of looking, I was at the urinal like this. I remember looking up and seeing Superman next to me, and then I looked down.
Just watching the crowd erupt when Henry Cavill arrived in South Korea is enough to show that his influence extends far beyond interviews and movie sets.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hello, nice to meet you. Hello. That's Peter.
Okay, yes, ¿ella te acompaña? Ven, pasa. Bienvenida. Oh, very nice to meet you. Pasa. Very nice to meet you.
Henry Cavill's appeal has never been only about his looks. What makes him different is how calm he remains, even when everyone around him has already started losing their rhythm. And perhaps it's that composure that makes it even harder to look away from him.
You talk about teenage girls, and your daughter isn't a teenager yet. Aviana is 3, and her first crush has been on Henry. How do you know that?
It's gotten really weird around the house. So we're like, now it's really funny. We'll be driving down the street. She's like, "Mom, look, it's Henry." And I go, "And what's Henry wearing?" "His super suit." That's what she calls it. Henry's wearing that super suit.
Did he give you any advice as a young and up-and-coming actor?
He gave me a lot of advice. We had a lot of big conversations, mainly about how to cope with the aftermath of when this comes out, and I really value that, and I'm really glad that he has. But he's always there for us, and that's why he's so great. He's so kind. And
What did he say to help you kind of cope with like the fallout of becoming really famous, basically?
he just said, "Look, some people are going to say nasty things, and some people are going to say lovely things. The main thing is to not."
And he'll beat them up.
And exactly. That's exactly what he said. He'll be.
It's a real pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. It is an epic movie, and I'm sure the fans will be absolutely wetting
And
their
cinemas from
pants
everywhere
with
from
delight.
Friday.
Yeah, just stunning.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much.